But if there is no reason to worried about Arsenal lost, we don't have to get excited about winning against Liverpool. It has to be on the same page, the same way that we analyze friendly match in July, not even August. Okay, so it's exciting, of course, because beating the new English champions is always exciting. Of course, beating Liverpool, which is technically is a team that we cannot right now. The situation of Milan, we cannot even look far away how better they are compared to us. They have a lot of going on, but the quality of the players and the team, it is absolutely above us. Okay, Milan this time simply was smarter, and maybe the match against Arsenal helped the team and the mentality of this young Milan to win the match against a Liverpool that clearly didn't push too much. You can see how light was Van Dijk on the first goal that Rafael Leão scored. Super, super light. I'm sure that if it was actually a competitive match, he will be tackling him in a different way. However, if I was a Liverpool fan, I would probably be a little bit concerned about the amount of goal that they concede, because conceding 4 goals from this Milan, double from Okafor, and 1 goal from Loftus-Cheek, it is a little bit concerning. Anyway, guys, we talk about Milan because we played again with the 3-5-2, but this time it was a little bit better structure, in my opinion. We play with Mike Maignan, of course, captain in the back. Allegri confirmed once again the 3 in the back: Thiaw, Tomori, Pavlovic. 5 in the midfield: Saelemaekers, Ricci, Pulisic, and this is something that we will talk about it. And I said it again, in the midfield, Pulisic, and then Bartesaghi, okay, Loftus-Cheek and Rafael Leão. Now, as we know, Loftus-Cheek is not a striker. Rafael Leão is not really a pure striker, he's more a winger. Pulisic, what the hell is he doing in the midfield? Leave space to Saelemaekers? Yes. So on a paper, this one looks like a 3-5-2. Defensively, Bartesaghi, that is the 5th on the left side, he will come back and play as a left back. And Saelemaekers will help the midfield with Ricci and Fofana. Meanwhile, Pulisic will be the smooth operator to connect everything. Help with Loftus-Cheek, help to the counter-attack with Rafael Leão. And that's pretty much how Milan won this match against Liverpool, 4-2, catenaccio and counter-attack. Catenaccio and counter-attack. I'm not ashamed of saying that Milan played a very defensive match, but probably that's what you're supposed to do, especially when you play against a better team, which is Liverpool. Especially when you play and you don't have midfielders, because that's the quality midfielder that are able to create a play, keep the ball, keep the control of the ball, because that's what we all hearts, what we love to see, a Milan that always own the game, but not in this nowadays Milan. So this is the situation, and the ability, the skills of the coach, in this case of Allegri, is to understand what kind of team you have and let the right man play in the right position, following the right game style, the same style that it's best for this Milan against this Liverpool in this case. I'm happy for the victory. Of course, Milan play with the 3 in the back, and today I have to say that Malick Thiaw played a very good match. I can't say the same about Tomori, that had a lot of trouble, especially on the first half, against that 18 years old on the other side, on the left wing from Liverpool. I don't recall his name, super young, but he smoked him so many times. But thanks to Tomori, there was also Saelemaekers helping. Okay, so was able to help each other and try to find a way to counterattack. That's what's happening when you don't have a solid midfield or a midfield that is able to do a good gameplay. So that's what you do. Catenaccio, very, very low line, defensive line, very low, and try to counterattack. Because that's what Milan it is right now. That's what Pulisic was doing in a midfield. Because Pulisic, it is on the paper, it's placed right there in the midfield. But you know, if you watch the match, that Pulisic, it's a play. Is a Zemo, is an operator that helps to defending, the attacking, and so on. So this could be also his new position, especially because Pulisic, it can become really, if we have a new right wing that could be helped by Salemaker, by the same Okafor, the same Chukwueze. Hopefully he can find the right position. But Pulisic can be really that kind of player. And I love it. I love it because I think with time, more mature players, they gonna run less and play more with the ball. Imagine something if Pulisic play really well right there in that position with Modric. They actually have good feet, so they can really play smoothly. Interesting is going to be because two things we saw in this match in these two matches with Arsenal and Liverpool. Both teams, they are teams that come to bite you in your own half. What's happened when Milan actually plays against Empoli, against Torino, against the Fiorentina, that you have to go in Firenze, go in Torino, go in Empoli, and do the match. Because this team, they put you down, they try to score, they try to own the ball possessions, and at some point they try to score. At some point they will score. So Milan is good at catenaccio, stay back, not conceding goal, and then counter-attack. That's Allegri. 101, ladies and gentlemen. 101. What if we don't have an Arsenal in front of us? What if we don't have a Liverpool in front of us? What if we have a Torino or Empoli that they are not coming in your half to get you? So get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to have some very boring match in next Serie A. It's going to be interesting. For example, the next match, apparently Milan is going to be playing against... in Australia, we are going to play against Perth. It's going to be very interesting to see that match, because I am quite positive to think that Perth is not going to try to play us. As a Milan, you expect to go there and play, right? So how's going to be that match? It's going to be a 4-3-3. How are we going to be playing? What's going to be the balance? Are we going to be unbalanced, like with the Pioli, with the Fonseca, with the Conceição, and concede goals from a Perth? So that is going to be a very interesting match against the Australians. Now, this is what I have to say, because it's been a fun match. Milan played, however, here in 1 second the stats to give you a little bit the stats, just to give you an idea. But where is it? In the second half, actually, we played with Gabbia instead of Pavlovic, with Fofana instead of Musa, because Fofana actually was his first match of the season, and I saw he's too rusty at the moment. Okafor that scored 2 goals, but you will see the second goal, it's actually a big mistake from Liverpool. So the match, in my opinion, ended up 3-1, maybe 3-2. We saw also Estepanian playing instead of Bartesaghi. I'm helping myself with SofaScore because I don't remember all the substitution. Didn't see enough from Estepanian, but also because he had one training session before playing, so not much to see. And we play also with some Primavera, Dotu, Magni, Comotto. We also seen the Terracciano. Let's say that overall, in my opinion, of course, the match was decided by our best player, which is Rafael Leão. He's not a front striker, but if, as I said, since we have Rafael Leão, if Leão want to do a step up in his career, he really have to become a striker, or at least stay closer to the goal and score even more goal, because his age, because his time, because it's the league also that is gonna expect that you're gonna have that kind of skill in you. Happy to see really Richie. Richie played a very comfortable match, didn't miss many passes. Salemaker is exactly what we were missing, a little bit of grinta and a lot help Tomori in the back that's still struggling. Pulisic in the midfield was a surprise. Now, in my opinion, we still missing, as I said in my last video, somebody that is actually good with the feet, good with the tactically in the defense, somebody that can do actually a long pass, actually somebody with a little bit more experience in the defense to lead these three guys. It's going to be key for Allegri to find some leader in the defense. Allegri, Juventus, the Chiellini, the Bonucci at the time. It's going to be key to understand if actually Pulisic is a fit to play in that style there. Loftus-Cheek is going to be key, because Loftus-Cheek, it is the perfect players for Allegri. Physically strong, somebody that can defend but also can help the counter-attack and score goal. Loftus-Cheek, we know he has everything. So it's going to be key for Milan to do this. What else? Nothing. Again, I'm going to say that again. It is, in my opinion, it is ridiculous to arrive to prepare the season when we don't have the team ready to go. Estupiñán, as you've seen, as soon as we got him, they send him right away in Asia, right away to prepare the team with the rest of the guys. It is necessary to have the team ready to go, because it's not only training, but also the chemistry among the players, understanding what Allegri wants is going to be super, super important. That's why I'm expecting to have another defender, another midfielder, another striker, and a right back. Can Salemaker do this all season long on the right wing? Can Tomori last all season long? We will see, guys. We will see. Overall, I have to say that I can clearly see that Allegri slowly is entering in the team mentality, is entering finally in the team mind. We can see that they always try to push a little bit more, because today, again, it is football of July, so it counts absolutely nothing. But this time you had Liverpool in front of you, which is an incredible team. And yes, you beat them. It's summer, of course, we know that, but still, like, slowly you raise the bar. And the most important thing is that against this kind of team, you conceded only 2 goals. Okay? Other than that, dear Rossonero, let me know what kind of match you've seen. What player do you think he was the key of this match? And we will see what's going to happen against Perth in a few days. Ciao. Forza al diavolo.